fashion means expression to me. It's the way that you choose to show the world who you are, and that's powerful.
It honestly doesn't mean that much to me, obviously. Like, I don't know, when I'm just like every day in my life, I'm just like jeans and a t-shirt, or like even if I go out, like I want to be comfortable, so.
Fashion, I'm like newer to it, and I'm honestly really lazy, so I have a lot of like fake it outfits, but in a space where I'm more comfortable and I have more time, I definitely go for a lot of more like neutrals and blacks and things that make me feel like important and fast moving and trendy.
Fashion, I think clothes, flannels, Vans, jeans rolled up, the way you act, the way you move, body types, hairstyle, confidence. My style goes anywhere between crop tops and dresses to button-ups and long jeans, bow ties, sunglasses, hats. Like I'll wear straw hats, I'll wear like all kinds of things, I guess.
I think that gender has kind of constructed the fashion industry right now because everything's kind of based on the binary, and so I'm often kind of forced to shop in more women's areas, which is difficult because I'm 6'4" and like 175 pounds, so that doesn't work very well. It works well with cosmetics though, but I think it's more of something that is put on others than the industry itself, because if you look at a lot of the people creating or the people who especially now are coming up in the industry, they're kind of fighting those barriers.
I feel like it's very binary. Like, I don't know, when like you see a girl or even like a guy like wear a dress, you know, like you always do like a double take, like what is he doing? Like, he looks so silly.
Because clothes I don't feel are gendered, but I definitely think society has like an idea of what gender looks like. So when picking your style, I guess that kind of has your gender identity show through just a little bit. I definitely like to bend the gender norms, so my style never kind of stays in like a set place. But I guess people do make assumptions.
My sexual identity, it used to mean like a lot because people would always like tell me like, oh well, you don't look gay, and I was like, well, what does that mean? Like, it's probably like the way I dress, so like I like tried to like dress like more gay, I guess.
It's the town kind of is like, it's a good epicenter of culture because of the university here, so as the university progresses, the town kind of slowly follows. So it currently does feel like a pretty nice, safe place to be. But I don't know, I mean, I still get at least twice a week yelled at from a car, or depending on how I'm dressing or what my face looks like. Or I'll literally be wearing concealer and people will start yelling things at me. So that's never gonna go away, especially here.
I think that really, you see both ends of it. I think that people react really well here, and then there's the opposite end of the spectrum where people don't really, they kind of shy back at people who aren't typical or normal.
Well, things are definitely, in the next 5 years, going to move more towards queer culture and like empowerment of women and things like that, because those are finally becoming like center stage issues, and if the industries don't play to them, they're going to be losing their consumers, quite frankly. But I think where it gets dicey is you have to make sure that the people making those decisions and profiting from those decisions aren't outsiders to the causes who are just monetizing based on people's like ideas of expression. That's something I'm always really, really careful of when I'm getting involved in things, is I make sure that I don't know, I'm not just going to be like the queer puppet, because that happens a lot, especially in the fashion industry. Like if you look at the boards of any of the big cosmetics brands that are doing some of the most like punk things right now, they're just like straight white dudes in their 60s. So it is going to move that way. I just hope it moves that way and helps. It doesn't just monetize and then keep people disadvantaged.
I do like see it transforming and like being progressive in like a gender neutral way, just because of, I don't know, like the recent media of like people being introduced to like transgender people and whatnot. So
if there was an ungendered collection, I think it would pique my interest, but I would be wary, because to me, kind of everything is an ungendered collection. I've actually gotten that question before at work. We had a displayer that said, "It's for men too," and this woman was like, "Oh, finally something you can wear. I've always wondered where you bought your makeup." And I was like, "No, I buy my makeup here. I wear any and all makeup." So I don't know. Those things, they tend to have like a couple dollars added to the end, or they have like a flashy packaging or something. And at this point in my like career as a makeup artist, I'm really just out for quality of product. My favorite brands, or what I grab for most, are MAC, because I just have such easy access to it, and that's completely, their credo is actually all ages, all races, all sexes. They're completely genderless. I really respect brands like NARS. Again, genderless, they use a lot of female models, but they don't gender specifically on their packaging. And then the brands that I totally grab for that are gendered all the time. Urban Decay, Tarte, and then like Benefit, those are really heavily gendered. They'll even use like female pronouns in a lot of their advertising, but I still love their products. I think that in time they can probably move away from the gendered aspect, but right now it's kind of just part of their brand identity. I feel like that is just going to be, that's a reflection of future culture, I think. Because if you look, I'm thinking specifically coming out of Korea, where the lines have blurred really between gendered and non-gendered. That all kind of started with just one revival of a fashion from one TV show, and then it moved from there. And so we've already had in the US like a metro trend, but that kind of died, and I think we're kind of due for another one that's even more lenient. And so I think given the next like 5 to 10 years, especially as cultures continue to interact, we're going to be seeing a lot more like dudes in BB creams and more manicured hairstyles and things like that, because it's already starting. It just is going to take its next step forward.
someone I met like last term, like I met him like as Tony, and now like this term he's Mia. She's Mia, and so like she's like she hasn't like gone through any like estrogen or anything yet, but like the way that she dresses like definitely expresses like how she feels inside, you know. But like on the outside, like you would think like, oh, like that's like, you know, like a guy like dressing in like pink and like girl clothes, but it's like she's, you know, transitioning still and just like coming out to that. So I don't know, that's the way she expresses herself.
Jaden Smith, I see him a lot in the media with skirts and things that people don't really think that's masculine, and I think he's a pretty cool guy for really bending those norms and being in the media, so everyone kind of just sees it.